Hello guys, it's Kimirafer and today I'm gonna be talking about a very specific subject. So I'm gonna be talking about why I switched my controller layout on Black Ops 3. So as you might know, I used to use the tactical layout, so it means it's just a default with the exception that your B and right stick are switched around. It just makes for easier drop shotting, and I switched to that in MW3 and I switched to it in Black Ops 2, my bad, and then I just kept going with it for the rest of the Call of Duty. So I started Black Ops 3 on tactical, and I was watching a video by T. Martin, and he said there's some new controller layouts on Black Ops 3, and some of these are like old school Halo layouts. So for example, you have the bumper jumper. Basically you jump with your left bumper. On Xbox One, for PlayStation that's just is it L1 or 2? One of those two. The one you usually throw a tactical with. So your tactical then gets bound to the A button. So I was like, okay, that's actually kind of good if you don't have a scuff and want to jump shot. And then I was like, yeah, but I really don't want to throw away tactical. Just I've gotten so used to it. It's just switching away from tactical is just a no-go. So there's also bumper jumper tactical, just what I needed. So that means there's a bumper jumper layout with the tactical button switch. Now, I was going for a challenge here. I needed to get kills with overdrive, so try to activate overdrive, and it did not go all too good. So anyway, I switched to bumper jumper tactical. Why I don't have a scuff on Xbox One, and because I really can't jump shot all that well, just playing claw or something like that. So this allows me to play, well, not to play claw and still be able to jump shot without a scuff. And that's the thing for me. That's what I wanted, and now I have it. So yeah, I know that that's kind of a circle logic, but it works for me. So I've taken the time to go into custom games and just play a free-for-all against 18 bots, and trust me, that's what you need if you switch your layout. So I just went up to 400 kills and I was playing really good. So then I went into multiplayer and core. I think it was kill confirmed, and I immediately just went triple positive. So that just shows you it's not really all that hard to get used to a new layout, especially when, well, it's not too dramatic of a change. So yeah, of course it's only two buttons that are switched. It's your A button and your left bumper are kind of used a lot. Well, your left bumper not all that much, especially not for me. But still, those are two of the most used buttons. And it was pretty drastic in the beginning, and I did find myself trying to jump and just goofing up and throwing a tactical. So if you have that problem, if you decide to switch as well, I just advise you to remove your tactical frame or layout. That's all, just remove it. I did it, and now I can use tacticals again without really having problems. So I tried to convince Freddy of switching as well, and he tried, and I think he actually did really well, but he didn't go into custom games, and no blame on him, just no blame on him at all. But he said, and this is this is actually a good point he made, it's kind of hard to throw a tactical and aim at the same time. For example, if you, like, of course sometimes you really have to be quick with your movement, so you have to throw your tactical while you're still moving, and you need to aim at the right place. That's the thing that he said is a downside from this layout, and it is true. However, once you get like 2, 3 or 4 days played with it, it's really not that hard. I got used to it, and I mean, like, it's okay. then that's basically, I think, all I have to say about my layout. I will make a live Black Ops 3 live video with my control layout, well, with that control layout obviously, because I play with it now, and I will do the controller cam with it, so just point my webcam down at my controller. So that's going to be fun, I hope. Then another thing I want to talk about today is some things in Black Ops 3 I'm doing. So I was thinking about going for, well, maybe, well, obviously I've worked this out, I am going to go for diamond ARs. To be honest, it's not really that hard. Like the 100 headshots in Black Ops 2 it took a lot more work in my opinion. Here you get headshots a lot easier. In core and hardcore it's even more so. It's lucky you just see me getting a headshot there and it was really that hard. So I've been working on, well, most ARs. So just to give you a little status update, I've got M8 gold, I've got HVK gold, and then, oh, that was a nice play. So then I've almost got the KN and the ICR gold. I just need to rank up to level 34. I'm prestige 2 at the moment, so just need to get to level 34, and then I can get both primary gunfight, well, all 3 primary gunfighters, so I can do my last challenge, which is the 50 kills with only attachments on your class. That seriously, those challenges are not hard at all. Like Black Ops 2, you would go, if you got all your headshots, you would just remove everything from your class and just put a lot in tacticals, lethals, and probably like a secondary gunfighter. But now it's just, or you go all perks, either primary gun, or you go no perks and all attachments. That's basically it. And I mean, like long shots, yeah, it's annoying, but if I have to give you a tip, just go into hardcore and camp. I know it's not the best way, but like long shots for ARs, it's really hard to get them sometimes. Some maps it's even impossible to get. For example, if you take Combine, for example, there I think it's barely possible to get a long shot. To get a long shot, one person has to be overlooking mid and being against the back wall, and the same for the other side. That's the only way you're going to get a long shot on that map. Redwood is possible in some exceptional cases. I think maybe if you're on the bridge over the river, you might get a long shot if someone is the furthest away they can be. And there are some other places on Redwood, but usually not places where you take a gunfight. So yeah, on those maps it's impossible, and all maps like what's it called, Evac, I think, the beta map, it's also kind of impossible. Infection is a good map for it, but the best map I found was either Fringe, just in a barn in a house, and another map that's kind of works for it is oh damn, what's it called? It's a simulation map where there's the village that's like on the wall, and apparently it'd be a Call of Duty 2 map. That's also a good one for long shots. But yeah, so I still have to get all my headshots for the Man of War, the Shiva, and something else. What's the other gun? XR2, that's it. So I still need takes for those guns. Like the Shiva I haven't really used, XR2 not all that much, and Man of War I've used it a bit but don't really have a lot of headshots with it, just because it's low recoil. So those are things I'm still working on, but I should be able to get 4 ARs gold today. I mean like 2 extra, so I have 4 in total. And I know I might go for Dark Matter, especially in the summer. I'll have a lot of free time, and I've also got exams coming up. I've only got 1 week of lessons anymore. And I've got 1 week where the professors can give like extra lessons if they need it, I've got 2 practical exams in that, then 2 weeks of study time, 4 weeks of exams, and then a week free. So yeah, I should be able to get, well, a lot of playtime in, and hopefully get a lot of golden guns. And yeah, I might actually start working on the launchers already, because apparently those are pain in the ass. Well, luckily there's no riot shields, because I tried that on Black Ops 2 and I just gave up after 1 game. I might actually go back to it when Black Ops 2 gets well, on Xbox One, but we'll see. So my name is Kimirafer as always. This has been the gameplay, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'm signing off.